my first vlog of 2026. It's taken me a while to get back into it. I had a very long holiday. To be honest, I feel like I really needed the long break, and I feel, you know, coming back into vlogging, I feel a bit more refreshed, and I think I needed the time off. I think the first thing that I wanted to do in this video is show kind of what my January favorites are. I feel like January is a really difficult month, especially after all the expenses from Christmas time. So a lot of the things that I'm going to be showing you are kind of smaller items. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is this new comb that I got from Oliver Bonas. It was £6. I really wanted something wafer thin, which is what this does. And for me, I feel like my hair just feels so much better when I brush it. Like, you know how during the day, I don't know, my hair just gets a little bit greasy. So I feel like a comb through just really helps. The second item is something called Wild deodorant. For me, making a decision like this was very, very big because I am an eczema girly. I feel like a lot of products that work for most people I'm usually allergic to. I was very nervous when I was testing this, but I was so pleased. I've been using it for a number of weeks now and really been trialing it since start of Jan. It doesn't have any sort of whiteness on it. And you know how some wax-based deodorants can kind of feel like very dry? I really don't like that feeling, but this feels more of like a balm, and that's why I really like it. This particular one that I got is the cherry blossom, I believe it is. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to sort of my normal deodorant, which has lots of chemicals and things like that. So this for me is perfect. I was really looking for something natural, and this does the job. Third favorite item for Jan is this Caudalie Paris tinted lip balm. Again, I feel like for my skin tone, it is quite difficult sometimes to find a tinted lip balm that can really work for my brown skin. I think it's hydrating, and you know how some tinted lip balms can just give you, I don't know, like a bit of a, just like either too strong or you can barely really see a difference. I feel like this does a good, I'm actually wearing it now, so I don't know if I need to put another coat, but yeah. I've been using this for a while actually, but I wanted to really trial it before I mentioned it anywhere. The next thing is this Dotty Mint gingham scrunchie. I absolutely love this. Look how cute it is. Just show you a bit closer. I've been looking for ages for a good quality scrunchie that is thick as well, because the worst thing I feel like when you get scrunchies like this is if the fabric is not strong to like lift itself, so it's not flimsy. It definitely is on the pricier side for a scrunchie, but at the end of the day, I wanted to find something that was going to be good quality, handmade, and would last me ages, because ideally I don't want to have to buy something like this again. And I feel like hairbands sometimes are such a throwaway item, especially if you buy the cheap ones. So yeah, I was looking for something that was very much an accessory and something that I would ideally just buy once. And what I loved about the Dotty Mint Etsy shop is that you can actually choose the color of the gingham fabric, and you could also choose like the trim fabric, and they have so many different colors. I just thought it was such a nice concept to really make it your own. So that's my scrunchie, can't wait to wear it. Cleaned up the house a bit, made myself a coffee, chat with you guys. I think now I'm probably just gonna relax. I am going to be going to work this week. I have actually already been to the office since the start of the year, but that was for a workshop. So when I go in on Thursday this coming week, it's going to be sort of like my first proper day in, I guess. I might be going to the office twice this week. I do like to spend some time in the weekends, or maybe if I feel like just a change of scene from being at home or going into the office, I like to work in a coffee shop. So I think I might do that this coming week as well. We'll see how it goes. So I've just grabbed some lunch from the salad project. I haven't tried it before, so this is my first time, and now I'm just walking to Snappy Snaps because I've been finding it really difficult to find like a photo booth that will take the right sized passport photos for Chinese visa. So I'm going to a place nearby and hopefully they'll be able to take my photo with the specific requirements for Chinese visa. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I've just got back from my short trip to Snappy Snaps to get my visa photos done for China, for them to take photos of you, etc., print them out, and you also do get a digital copy. It was £24.95. My photo is awful, but whatever. I think it just needs to work for all the specific requirements for China. That's the one thing I was worried about most. But yeah, it's just on the more pricier side. But to be honest, I'd rather get it done specific to the requirements rather than go to like a photo booth, for example, because the ones that were near my area, at least, they only accommodated US visa photos and India visa photos. The experience was really quick. I didn't have to book like an appointment or anything. And this was the first time I did this, to be honest, and it worked. Because I'm visiting multiple cities, I also need to provide evidence that I've booked and paid for accommodation throughout my visit. So, you know, and can put on top of that, you also have to arrange your visa at least like 2 to 3 months in advance, I think, or something like that. So yeah, it's just a lot, you know. Anyway, I have just finished lunch. I went to the salad project and the portion is amazing, by the way. I paid £12.95 for a big portion of salad, and I think £12.95 is quite good for a decent portion when you're in central London. We need to get back to work now, finish off lunch, and we have something called an anchor day today at work, which is for the second half of the day. So I'm going to be spending the second half of my day with my colleagues. Really excited for that, to be honest, because this is sort of like my first proper day back into the office. And after work, I'm just gonna head home. For a pen loop for my new notebook, and this one is quite cheap actually. It's only £2.99, which is not too bad. I think I might get this. We have just finished a couple hours working, doing a bit of reading. I love coming to the British Library. I think it's such a great workspace, but the only problem is if you don't get up early and get there before it opens, basically, it's really hard to get a good seat. So that's the only downside, I would say. But yeah, I did a bit of reading, did a bit of the old trip planning, and now I'm going to be heading to MUJI in Tottenham Court Road. I was fretting over which store to go to, because I just don't want to go to one that's like really busy. And you know, when it's a really busy store and you just feel so overwhelmed, that's what I'm trying to avoid, basically. I'm gonna go there because my friend told me about these little sort of storage pots that I feel like would be perfect to put a little bit of cream in them. This is very specific, but I want to go and see if I can buy a few of those, because I just think it's such a cool idea. When my friend showed it to me and I hadn't seen it before, I was like, what? So yeah, gonna go MUJI and see what goodies I can find. I'm just at the MUJI store, and this is what I came to get, this tiny little cream container. But I just think it's perfect for like a day out, because it's so small, so it won't take up hardly any space in your bag, and this is what my friend recommended to me. So I've kind of gone crazy and I'm gonna get 4 of those. And I found these tomato and sweet chili rice cake. So I didn't actually know MUJI did food, so I'm gonna try it out. So I just sat down for some food at Wasabi, and I'm trying this for the first time. Japanese green tea. I haven't tried it before, but let's give it a go. It's not bad. I haven't been to Wasabi for ages, and I haven't had any food all day, so I'm starving. So good. And I didn't know that they do onigiri here, salmon teriyaki. So I got 2 of these, one for me and one for Akash.